Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So again today in this session we'll continue the e-commerce project called PetHub. So in this session you guys will be able to learn registration page, register JSP with the validation. So for that we'll create a JSP first. Under web pages, new JSP. I'll give the JSP name as register. Finish. Register JSP is created. Now, okay, for this page, we will add the same header and footer. So in the last session, we have discussed the header and footer. So the same code, I will add it. This is the header code I'm copying. Paste it under body and copy the footer code. Paste it under the header and copy the necessary styles for the header and footer. So this is the style for the header. I have copied and pasted. Then footer code will copy. I'll remove the unnecessary styles. Okay, and some for the body we have given margin 0, that also I will copy. Okay, this is the first step. First I'm adding the header and footer for the register JSP. So we will run this now and we will check. Okay, I'll run this in the see. This is the project register.jsp I have created and I have added the header code and the footer code. So it is coming nice. Okay, now we will concentrate on the body part. Here we have to create a form for the register. Okay, first step, I'll give the color for the body. For the body tag, I'll give color, background, not color, sorry, background will give some black will give. You can change the color later. I'll paste it inside the body tag. Okay, see, first step is header is created, footer is created, and for the body tag, I have given the background color. Now, we will start creating a form in the center of this page. Okay. First, what I will do, after this header div, I will create one more div, outside div, and I will give some padding for that div so that it will remain in the center. Okay. Next, inside that, I will create now the form div I'm going to create, and I will give some class for that to style that form. So I will give like some wrap I'll give for that. Okay, we will design. Okay, we'll check whether these two divs are coming or not. Here you can't see because we have not styled anything now. See, this div is there, padding it is taking, and wrap class is also there. Okay, now for this, okay, for that wrap we will design now. We'll design the wrap class. So it is a class. So dot I have taken, and inside the wrap, so we will going to design now. Okay, first I'll give for the wrap class background. I'll give, so to check background. Sorry. Background, okay, since the background color is black, for the form I'll give background as white, and some padding I'll give for that. And width I'll give. So width, let me take some 400 px and we'll add this later. Okay, first we'll check these properties. Okay. See here what I've given. I have given the background color as white. For the wrap class, I have given background as white. Some padding I have padding I have removed, it went. Some padding I have given, and width is 40 I have given. I'm sorry. So we'll give 400 px. Okay. And it should come to center. So I'll give margin auto, I'll give. See, it came center. Then whatever inside we will write for that, we'll give color black. Since background is white, so whatever we write inside, it should be in some other color. So color black I've given. And see this edges, it's not looking good. So I'll give some border radius also. Border radius, I will make it some 20%. I'll check it. Given pixel. I think it's looking good. We'll keep this. Okay. So like this, you can do whatever the design you want. This is the basic design I'm doing. Just I've created a div. For that I've given background as white, and whatever the inside content will write, it will come in black. And width I've given, and padding also I've given. Border radius. So this style, it became curve. The edges became curve. And there is a property called box sizing also. So you can use that if you want. Box sizing, border box is there. Okay. So I think this much is sufficient for now. We'll check later. This one I'm copying and pasting under the wrap class. We'll check if we refresh it, and we'll check. Yes, it's fine. Now, so we will write the inside content for that div. First is the heading. So for that form, we need heading, right? So for that, we will create a heading tag h1, and the title for that is this. Since this is a register page, you can give register also, or sign up also you can give h1 tag. See, sign up came in black color because we have given the color black for this div. So the sign up is there. White came here means padding I have given 40 px. If you reduce the padding, you can see the difference. See, if you're reducing the padding, it is going up. So let it be 40 px only. We'll check it later. Okay. Now we have added the title. Now let us create a input fields. Okay. Input fields, since this is a form, first we have to write a form tag. So all the input fields must be within a form tag. Okay, because we have to do the validation also, and it should go to the servlet also. So we are using, since this is a form, we have to use a form tag mainly. And for that form, I am going to create an ID for validation. ID name, whatever you want, you can give. Since this is sign up page, I'm going to give a sign up. Okay. Now let's start creating the input fields. We have an input tag for that. Input tag. First, Okay, so since this is a register page, what and all fields we have? We have like a name, phone number, email, password, confirm password, and one button should be there to submit the form. So first we'll take a name field. So for name must be text, right? So type, I'm taking text. The type of the name field must be text. That's why I'm taking type is equal to text. Then, and for every fields, we should be having a name parameter. So the name parameter I'm taking according to the field only. Since this is a name field, see, since this first field is a name field, I am taking the name parameter as a name itself. Why this name is required? This name is required, very much required in the form validation, and also to take this input, whatever you have taken to the servlet, this name parameter plays a very big role. So don't forget to use the name parameter inside the form tag whenever you are creating a form. Okay, I think you are getting this name tag or parameter. It is useful for the form validation. First point is form validation. I am going to use this parameter name, and to take this input, whatever you have typed, to the servlet. So this parameter plays a very big role. Next. Okay, similarly, we will create other fields also. Okay, next field is, we will take after name phone, we will take. So the parameter name, I'm giving it as phone. And this is not a text. Phone number is always like a number, right? The type is equal to number. Next, we have email. Text means it will take both number and alphabets, both. Number means it will take only a number. Next field is email field. I'll take. Email consists of both alphabets, numbers, characters, special characters, and all. So that also I'm taking the text as a type. Okay, these are the main fields. Then next comes password and confirm password. So password and confirm password. So type, we will take password. Like dot dot dot, it should come, right? Whenever you're typing password, it will show like dot or star. So for that, type is equal to password will take. And for confirm password also, type is equal to password. Name parameter, I am going to take as a password, PW, short form will take. Confirm password, CP, I will take. Okay, next. Next, at last, one submit button we need to submit the form. That type must be submit. Okay, name is equal to submit also. I'll give the name as the submit also. And value. Value means the button value. So the button values will give register or sign up, whatever you want, you can give, or submit. So whatever you want, you can give. Okay, fine. So this is the input field, but still we have not designed this input field. We will check how it will come. Refresh it. Yes, see here, total 5 input fields I have created and one register button I have created. So it has came here. So here we are not able to see like what is the input field name and all. So you can give label also outside this input field. You can give label also, or placeholder is sufficient for that. So I am going to use a placeholder for all the input fields. Placeholder is first is name or enter name, whatever you want, you can type it. Next is phone number. Next, email. Next is password. Next is Confirm password or re-enter password, whatever you want, you can give. Okay. Fine. We'll see. Yes. Now it is clearly understandable, like what fields, what are the fields, input fields. See, clearly it is understandable, right? First field is the name, second is the phone number, third email, password, re-enter password. And this is the register button. Okay, now we will design a input fields. Now it is not looking good, right? So we will design the input field. So for that, since we have an input tag, we will take that input tag only to style the input fields. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then first I'll take width. It must take the full width. First I will take. Okay, we will check here only so that you will be clearly understand. Okay, for the input tag. Okay, first I will give width. Width is 100%. See, it is taking the full width of the div. Main is the width. Then we will give some padding up and down. Padding 10 px. Okay, this much is not. 10 px and 5 px will give. This means 10 px means top and bottom it will take 10 px. Right and left it is going to take 5 px. Okay. The meaning of this is that. Okay, main is width and padding I have given. Then I don't want to use this border, outside border you are seeing, right? This outside border I don't want to use now. So border, none. See, border went. Then, so after that border, I will use border bottom. Instead of the whole border, I will use only the border bottom. 1px solid black. These properties you can check it in the designing like Bootstrap. HTML. W3 schools. So many websites are there, so you can check there. You can study the HTML code. Okay, see, border bottom is there. So I'll make it little highlight. That is, yes, 3px or yeah, we'll give 3px only. See, border, outside border I have removed and I have used only the border bottom. Only the bottom border I'm going to use, that is 3px, and it should be in the black color solid. Okay. And font weight, whatever you will type, it will come in the bold. See, the placeholder also got bold. Then I will give some margin also for that. Some 5px I will give. Yes. I think it's not required. It's okay. We'll keep margin also. And I'll give some border radius also for this. Border radius 5px. Yes. See, border we are only having the bottom border. So that is little curve now. If you remove this, so it is a straight line. So it is little curve now because I've added a border radius. Okay, we'll copy this style and we'll paste it under the input tag. And let's check how it is coming. Yes, see, it's looking nice now. Right? Yeah, see the input fields. Okay, on clicking, border is coming. So on focusing the input field, border is coming. So I don't want to use this border. So I will remove that. For that, we have input colon focus means on focusing the input field, I have to remove that. So outline none. Okay. See, on clicking now, border is not coming because outline none are given. It was not looking good. Okay. Now the input fields are fine. It's proper. So now we will design some design for this button, that is register button. Okay. Already it is taking the input field design, but we will create some class for this. Class submit button we will take, and we will design that submit button now. Okay, same thing. Width I will give 100%. Border it is taking border. I don't want to use border for that. Border none I will give. Background color I'm taking. Whatever you want you can take. So I'm taking the border color, background color as I'm typing the code for that color. Color code is some, I'll show you like what is the color of that. For this button also I will give border radius. We will check how it is coming up. The later we can add some more design. Yes. See, border radius I have given. It is coming curve. And background also whatever the color code I have used. And width also 100%, whole 100% it is coming. Now see this register button is not highlighting, right? So color we will change. Color we will give white. Yes, and the font size also like it is very less. So we will use font size property. Sorry. Font size some 20 px will check. Yes, it's fine. And we can give, since this is a button, we can give this opacity also. We can give for this opacity. I will give. Yes, opacity is like this. If you reduce it, we'll see how much it is taking. See, if I give 0.2, it is like that. It is not looking good. We will give some 0.7 or 0.8 is sufficient. Yeah. And cursor, since this is a button, we need pointer cursor for that. So we will use a cursor pointer. Okay. And we can give some margin top also for this button so that it will look good. Margin top some 20 px I'll give. Yes. I think it's enough. Okay, we'll give 30 px. Okay, so this much I have designed. So we'll add these styles in the JSP also. See, if you do it here in the inspect only, and if you copy paste it will be very easy for you guys. There only you can check like how the style it is taking. Yes, it is fine now. Okay, we have created a form out first outside div padding we have given, then inside div for wrap we have designed. This is the wrap, and inside title we have given. Then we have created the form. Under form we have 5 input fields. We have given the placeholder also for that. Okay, and we have designed the input fields. Then comes at the last the submit button, register button. We have designed the register button also. Okay, So this is the basic design of the register page. Now let's see the validation of the form. Okay, so whenever you click on the register button, so it should validate whether you have filled all the input fields and whatever the fields you have typed is in the proper format or not. It should check, right? So for that, we have to validate a form. So we will see now how to validate a form. Okay, see, this is the form and we have a submit button, register. On clicking that register button, where it should go? It should go to a servlet, right? So for that, we have to write action. Action means to which servlet it should go. So that you will learn in the next sessions, coming sessions. Register is a servlet or the handler name. On clicking register after validation, it should navigate to some servlet, right? It should take all the input field values and it should navigate to a servlet. So that servlet name we are going to mention inside the form tag, that is the action tag, action. So register is the servlet name, and we have one more parameter to be written here, that is method. So in the servlet, we have two methods. One is the do get and do post method. So I am going to use a method post. So inside this register servlet, it will call a post, do post method. And inside that, so we will write a code, means logic for that, means whatever the input field values we have taken. So it should go and insert into the database. That code we will see in the next sessions. So just try to understand. On clicking register, we are taking these values to a servlet called register. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, now we have taken ID sign up, right? Why we have taken this to validate a form. So now let's validate a form. Yes, so I've observed, like, see, this wrap class is touching to this footer. So for that wrap class, I will give some margin bottom, margin bottom 20 px. No, will increase more. 40 px will give. Yes, now it is not touching the footer. So we'll add the style now for the wrap class. What is the style? Margin bottom 40 px. Okay, now let's see the form validation. So to validate a form, we need a jQuery. So this jQuery link, you can take it from a Google. So you can search jQuery CDN or jQuery link. So you will get it. So this jQuery, it is very much important to use a jQuery in your JSP. Okay. And just validate also, you have to take validate JS also, you have to take this. This is very much helpful in the jQuery validation. So now we are doing a jQuery validation for a form. So for that, you require two JS. One is a main jQuery JS, and another is a validate JS. So you can search it in a Google. So you will get it. Now we'll start a validation. So this jQuery validation, you have to write inside a script. I'll take a script tag. Okay, inside that script, I will write first jQuery document ready function. jQuery document ready function. Is it ready function? What is the meaning of that is, whenever the document is completely ready, okay, whenever the document is completely ready, so whatever the code we have written inside it, it will be called or loaded. Okay, means whenever the page is refreshed or document is ready, so this, whatever the code we have written inside it, it will be called. Okay, dollar will take. So this syntax you have to write properly. Yes. Inside this, now we are going to write a validation code, form validation code. We are writing inside a document ready function. This is a jQuery function. Okay. Now, what is the form name? Form name is sign up. So for this ID, we have a dot validate function. First, I'll write this. Okay. See, this jQuery is this ready function is a jQuery function. So in order to work, we have to use this JS, jQuery min.js. So validate is also a function. So in order to validate a form, we need a validate function. So if this function, to make this function work, we have to use a validate JS. So these two scripts are very, very important. Otherwise, your form validation will not be done. Okay. First step is add these two JS scripts inside your JSP. Then whatever the code you're writing, you have to write inside a jQuery document function. Then we are writing a validate function. Okay. Now the syntax is double quotes or single quotes, whatever you want, you can write. Hash. Since, yeah. Sign up. Sign up is a form. For form, I have given an ID called sign up. So for that sign up, I am going to validate now. So that is the meaning of this line. Okay. We are validating a sign up form. Okay. Now inside that, we will write the rules. We have two things here. One is rules. Okay. And one is messages. Okay, we have rules and messages in the validate. Messages means whatever the error messages we want to print, we have to write inside this messages. Rules means whatever the rules is, whatever the validation we are going to keep for the input fields, that rules we have to write inside the rules. Okay. Now, what is the first input field? First input field is name. I have told already this name tag is very, very important in the form validation. That's why I have taken a name tag. Whatever is there inside this name parameter, so that one you have to use it in a validation. So first I'm taking the name field, right? Name is the input field. For that, I'm using the name parameter. Okay. Now, inside that, what is the validation I'm doing is required true. Means you should not leave it empty. At least you have to type something. So this is the meaning of it. It is required true. It must not be empty. Okay. That is the validation I am doing for the name field. For now, this one rule is sufficient for the name. Next, before going to the next input field, add comma, then write the next input field. What is the next input field? Phone number. So the name parameter is phone. I will use phone here, colon. Okay. For phone, what are the validations I have to use for phone? Definitely, it must be also required true. Yes. Then other validations we can give minimum length we can give. Phone number consists of 10 letters, right? So 10 numbers. So minimum length. Yes, minimum length I'm giving it as 10. Okay, minimum 10 length must be there. And maximum also it is 10 only, right? Phone number. So these are the 3 validations I am keeping for the phone input field. Got it? Next, third input field is email. So email, parameter name is email. I'm taking email colon. Yes. So for email, definitely it must be also required true. Yes. One more validation, main important validation is the email format. How is the email format? For example, a@gmail.com, right? Like that, the format is there. So for that, you can use the inbuilt function is there, email, that also you can use, or else you can write a customize method. Customize jQuery validate method is there, that also you can use. Now I'm going to use how to write a customized method for a email validation, email format validation. So for that, we have jQuery method. We'll see the syntax for that. jQuery dot validator dot add method. Add method is a method under the validate jQuery validation. So here, first we have to write a method name email. Okay. And for that, I'm going to use a function. These brackets and all, you must be very careful while writing. Otherwise, it will not work. Yes. See, this is the syntax for the customize method jQuery method. Okay, add method is a method, and we have to give a method name called email. Okay, so for this method, what is this method? I'm going to check a email format. So for that, inside the function, so function must return some value, right? So for that, we have to use a return. Okay, so here the main thing is I am using a regular expression. So regular expression, you can take it from Google. You can search, it will come like email validation regular expression. If you search, you will get it. So I am taking that. Okay. jQuery.validator.add method, I'm using a customized method. So I'm going to add a method called email. Why I'm adding means I'm using this method to check the email format. So for that, I've used a regular expression. You can take it from Google. So what it will do, dot test value means whatever the value you type in the email field, so it will check for this regular expression. So it will check whether the format you have typed is matching to this or not. Okay. If it matches, it will return true. If it doesn't matches, it will return false. Okay. So that is the meaning of this add method, validation method, email. Okay. Now why I have written this one? This email, this name, I have to use here. Email must be true, means this function must return a value true. Then only that input field is validated. Okay. If that input field must be validated means this function should return true. When this function will return true, whatever the value you typed in the input field, it should match to this regular expression. For example, a@gmail.com. If it matches, it will return true. Okay. For that, I have written email true. If you write here email 1, and if you write your email, this function will not work, because whatever the name you are giving here, you have to give the same name. Okay, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so this is about the email field. So what is the next field? Next is the password, PW. Password. So what validation we can give for password? Same thing, required true is required true is common for all the fields. Okay, then we can keep the minimum length for the password. So usually it will be 6. So we will take it 6. Okay, so I think this much is sufficient. Then the last input field is CP, confirm password. Confirm password. The confirm password also, same validation I will take. One is required true and minimum length must be true. And one more validation I will keep. Confirm password means whatever you have typed, it should match with the password, right? Password and confirm password field values must be same. So that's why we have a inbuilt method called equal to. In a validation, we have a method called equal to. So what is the meaning of this list? What it must be equal? This confirm password field must be equal to which field? Password field. So for that, what I'll do for this password, I will take ID as PW. Both the name and ID fields, you can keep it same, no issues. It is not, there is nothing wrong in that. So I'm taking, I'm sorry, this ID must be for the password field. Okay. I have kept PWs, ID and the name both. So there is nothing wrong in that. Equal to hash PW. Hash means it is the ID, PW is the ID name. Okay, what is the meaning of this? This confirm password value must be equal to the password value. That is the meaning of this. Okay, fine. So that much. So for this register input field, no need to validate. So these are the rules for the form. Now we need to throw some error message, right? We need to throw error messages for all these errors. So for that also, same, you take the same thing, name. You have to take a name parameter. Yeah. For this name, required true. What is the validation that we have added? Required true. The same name you have to take. Whatever the validation they have given, the same thing you have to take and you have to add here. Required. What can be the error message? Please enter the name. Okay. Since for the name field, we have only one validation required. So I have written, please enter the name. Next, comma, second input field. What is the second input field? Phone. Write phone here. Okay. And what are the error messages we have to write? One is for the required we have to write. Same thing I'll copy. Please enter the phone number. Next, comma, second validation for the phone is minimum length. For the minimum length, what can be the error message? Please enter at least 10 numbers, something we can write. Okay, whatever you want, you can write, no issues. Next is maximum length. For that, what we can write? Please enter less than no max for maximum length phone number should not exceed 10 digits, something like this you can write. Okay. Next is email. For email also required is the required. Please enter the email. Next is email. For this email validation, what can be written? Since it is a format, right? It is validating a format. So enter valid mail. Okay. Next, PW. Required. Please enter the password. And the minimum length. Minimum length is 6 we have written, right? Please enter at least 6 characters. Okay. Next is last input field, confirm password. Please re-enter the password. And minimum length, same. Please enter at least 6 characters. And the last is equal to. Equal to, for equal to, what I'll write? Some mismatch password I'll write. These messages, like whatever you want, you can write it, no issues. Okay. So this is the form jQuery form validation. Okay. So what form we have validated now? We have validated a sign up form. We will check it now. Yes. See, I have clicked on the register button. So on clicking register button, first, what it will do? It will validate a form. Now the form is validated. Okay. For this, since these are the error messages, class error is there. So this is the default label it is providing from the jQuery. Okay, this class error I will take, and I will take color. I'll design for the error messages also. Color red, margin left. Okay, so this is the inbuilt label it is giving from a jQuery. So class error is already there. So for this error, I'm going to design now. So put it under style. Color and margin left. We'll check how it is coming. See, click on the register button. I have not filled any of the input field. Click on register. See, the form is getting validated through jQuery. So whatever the code we have written now, it is working fine. If you remove the script, your form will not be validated, means it will not work. Okay, these are the two important scripts you have to use. See what it is showing. Please enter the name. Okay, name I have added. Please enter the phone number. See, I've written only 1, 2, 3. It is showing please enter at least 10 numbers. Okay. If I type greater than 10 numbers, it will show phone number should not exceed 10 digits. See, the input field validation is working fine. One is required true, it has worked. Minimum length also it has worked, and maximum length also it has worked. Next, email. See, only I have typed. Please enter valid email ID at Gmail I have written. See, still it is showing the error. Please enter valid email because the format is wrong. How it is showing error means I have written a customized method, customized validator method, that is email method. I have used a regular function expression. So whatever the value I have typed, it is getting matched with this regular expression. Since it has not matched, it is throwing an error. Please enter valid email ID. Now, see, this format is matched with the regular expression and it is not throwing the error message now. Password. See, I have told type is equal to password means dot dot it is coming, right? That's why we have used type is equal to password. See, type is equal to password means the format will be like this. Please enter minimum length we have given, right? Minimum length 6. So that's why it is showing. Please enter at least 6 characters. Okay. Now re-enter password is required. Please re-enter the password. I will type at least 6 characters it is asking. I will type 7 characters. It is showing mismatch password. Means here I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but here I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is not matching. That's why it is throwing the error mismatch password. How it is throwing? Since I've used this equal to method, so the CP must be equal to PW, hash PW. Okay, that's why it is throwing the error message mismatch password. Okay. Now the form is completely validated. See, no error messages are there, and I have typed all the input fields properly according to the input field type. So now when you click on the register, where it will go? It will go to the register servlet. Still, we have not created any servlet right now. So I will not show you that thing now. We will see this in the next session. But what will happen is on clicking this register button, it will take all the values, whatever I have typed here. So these values will be sent to this servlet called register. So this thing we will see in the next coming sessions. Okay, so today only this much we have learned. One is header I have added, footer I have added, and we have designed a form, register validation form we have designed, and with a validation. So validation is the most important thing. So validation also we have done. Okay, hope you guys have understood it. So we will continue in the next sessions.